Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's up, cousins? What's up? I hope everybody is well. Let me adjust the camera. Get everything right. Y'all let me know who's tapping in. And if y'all doing all right, it's a whole lot of going on. I'm going to say this. I genuinely miss home. I miss Texas. Never thought I'd be saying that, being born and raised on the West Coast. I can't wait to go home. And this is almost over with, okay? Let me go ahead and get our other cousins in here over here. We're going to go ahead and get this thing popping. OMG, it's a lot going on. What's going on, Castriot? Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Melody Coles, what's up, beautiful? How are you? What's going on, Instagram family, YouTube, and Facebook, because I'm multi-streaming across multiple platforms. So welcome in, cousins, if you are here for the first time. I am your host, your girl, Dr. Worlds. I am also known as the disruptor, okay? I come by to disrupt real quick. I'm not going to hold you here long. I want to earn the rights to your time. You could be doing anything and everything, but I appreciate you tapping in with me. If you are a cousin, and we locked in like this, okay? Welcome back. Y'all, please go ahead and do me a favor really quickly. It only takes 30 seconds, and it is absolutely free. It doesn't cost anybody anything. Can you guys go ahead and help me beat this machine called the algorithm by simply sharing, tagging, inviting, whatever you got to do on whatever platform you are viewing me from right now. Please go ahead and just share this out, okay? Facebook, tag, invite, share. YouTube, go ahead, copy the link. Make sure you're engaging in the comment section, smashing that heart button. Make sure you are subscribed and that notification bell is on so that you will not miss a time when I come by here and go live and go ahead and let y'all know this good old tea. And this ain't the tea you sip. This is the tea that transforms you. It's the tea for truth. All right, we're going to go ahead and get it popping. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I normally do not come by here and promote anybody else's stuff, okay? I don't. But this book right here, everybody and their mama should have, okay, a copy of this book, The Dollar Apocalypse. If you want to know what is going on, okay, you want some truth. You don't want just this mainstream madness that they pushing out as propaganda. Get you some books. Any physical assets that you can get, you need to be getting them now. You need to be getting your hands on any physical assets, okay? Any physical assets that you could obtain, You need to be getting your hands on them now. When the dollar collapses and it is on its last leg, that's why I won't let up. That's why I will not let up. I'm understanding how much God loves his people in this moment. Because man will want to turn their back. They will want to keep on walking. They will want to give up. They will want to go forward, leave you behind. But it's something about the love of God that he has for his people. Where he says, I will that no man perish, he absolutely means that. And he has been real gracious to us, y'all. He has been really kind, really slow to anger. He has just been really gracious and merciful to us, to allow us the opportunities that we have at our fingertips, to allow us the time that he has given us, that he has extended and held back all of the things that they have planned. And if I was at the house, I would show y'all. It is a card game, okay? It is a card game, and I'm sure y'all been seeing the videos. Um, it's the Illuminati card game, and I'm sure y'all been seeing the videos, different cards where they have already foretold this stuff, okay? Through a deck of cards, how they would brainwash people with the media. It's crazy. When I get back home, I am definitely going to show you guys those cards, because you will see that something was created, years and years and years ago is now happening right here, right now. All of it. We think that Bart Simpson's, how they be predicting stuff. No, no, no. The Rockefeller, okay? He is the mastermind behind, the man with the long nose. I mean, I got to show y'all the comparison, but we be thinking, oh, Simpsons predicted. Simpsons ain't predicted anything. This is planned. They have dates and times that they have planned what they're going to do and why they need to do it. And ain't nobody involved in that conversation unless you are an elitist. Okay? And if you have the Ruach HaKodesh, the breath of God, if you have the Spirit of God, he will let you know what is going on and lead you so you can go do your research. Okay? He will put it in your spirit first, and then he will allow it to come across you. Why? Because he wants you to learn something and study something and research something. And the reason why so many people perish and is perishing and will continue to perish is because they don't want you to know the truth. This is a real saying. If you ever want to hide some knowledge and some truth, put it in a book. When I tell you this book, where we at right here? Hold on. Let me just go ahead. It tell you what cities is gonna be hit. This is a basic survival book that I believe that everybody should have. Just being 100% honest with you. Chapter 22 is on page 280. Hold on. What is happening right now is in this book. Okay? What is happening right now is in this book. Okay? I don't know if y'all can see that. It's probably going to be backwards. The first US states that will go down after the dollar comes, after the dollar die, after the dollar perishes and is gone bye-bye. Y'all probably ain't gonna be able to see it because I have, there we go. Okay. It talks about how the inflation is gonna inflate first. Okay, we beyond that. How the little war and all of this stuff is gonna pop off. Okay. What you need to do. When I tell y'all we are so unprepared, we are so unprepared. That is what is terrifying to me. It's like, God, these are all your people. And I know we do some crazy stuff. We do some evil stuff, to be honest with you. When I came to the conclusion, and I'm just saying this as an opener, when I came to the conclusion that it is my taxpayers' dollars that fund wars and fund abortions and fund crooked cops and fund all of this evil that we fund, it could not be accomplished unless it was funded. And we go to work for these people. We pay taxes to these people. The very tax dollars that we are paying is being used to do all manner of stuff. Epstein, wars, inflation, and they control all of these things. It's a click of a button. You want to bring inflation down, just click the button. And boom, prices go down. Even to them playing with the daylight savings time. That is not a real thing. That is something that they have made, and that's why when we finna spring forth, or either we spring back, it knocks off something in our bodies to where now people start having heart attacks, people start having strokes, people actually die during these daylight saving springing forth and springing backwards because of the adjustment. It takes months for your body to be able to try to readjust to either going to bed earlier or either, sleeping in later. You have to adjust. Where can you purchase the book? The author is, I'm up here advertising. The author's is called Global Brother with just an R, not an S. And this book is called The Dollar Apocalypse. Okay. I don't make a penny off of this book. I'm just telling my cousins. This book is something you want to have in your arsenal. That's for sure. This book is something that you want to have in your arsenal. It talks about the politics being divided. It talks about it really is a really good weapon to have in your arsenal. How to grow your food. How to prep. It's a lot of things in here that a lot of people could really take, the information and apply it to themselves while they still have the time to do so and do some preparation. Okay. Communities and stuff. I talk about that a lot. It talks about that a lot in this book. And I have not even gone through everything. But it talks about what's happening in Wall Street, what's happening in the White House. It talks about everything that is happening right now is in this dang on book. And it's called The Dollar Apocalypse for the Next Great Depression. And we are right there. We are right there. So I'm just going to start off by saying that the reason I'm telling you to prepare is so that whatever happens, it happens around you, but it doesn't happen to you. And even if it does happen to you, it will lessen the blow. It will lessen the effect. It will lessen whatever that comes with that. Okay. If you took a long time to start preparing, you may get a little bit more of the brunt of the blow than people who have been preparing. And this is not just a physical preparation. We ought to be so focused, preparing spiritually, mentally, physically, preparing, okay? Economically, you are responsible for creating your own ecosystem. If we all allow this system to go down and we don't have nothing in place, then that is not their fault. That's our fault because we are responsible. Right now, you have the greatest time to print money, and that is the number one common denominator that we all have. How do I get more money so that I can get prepared? We can get spiritually prepared. That doesn't cost anything. We can get mentally prepared. That doesn't cost anything. But when it comes to the physical preparedness, that costs money because we live in this world that transacts using currency. And if you are not going to be able to buy, sell, or trade, what are you going to do? That's an honest question. If you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade unless you compromise, you're going to need to be able to work. You're going to be able to need to purchase food. You're going to be able to need to, maintain your lifestyle or your livelihood or whatever. What are you going to do? If the dollar was to crash tomorrow, and when I tell y'all, we are right there, we are right there. It is nobody's hand but God that is holding it back. Why? Because He is trying to allow us the opportunity and the ability to get whatever we can. Yes, we will have to make small sacrifices. Nobody is saying, hey, go and just, get on your knees and get your dome, taken off. Not those type of sacrifices. But you may have to do something different that you ain't never done so you can have something different that you ain't never had. You may have to stay up a little bit later. You may have to learn something. You may have to read a book. Okay? You may have to go to the store and grab a little extra of these and grab a little extra of that. You may have to go and do you some research. You may have to learn how to use ChatGPT. You may have to do something that you are not accustomed to doing, but so be it. It's either or. And the reason why I say you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, because that is a real thing that is coming in 2030. We are in the third month of 2026. That is 3 years and 9 months. Imagine how fast time goes by. That is 3 years and 9 months before they have this whole digital system. Salute to you, Brother Robert. What's going on, brother? Salute to you as well. Okay? So right now, I mean, we even if we had 3 years and 9 months, okay, just saying, that is not a lot of time. But it's more than enough time for you to do something. Even if we had 3 years and 9 months. All you have to do, my brothers and sisters, and I'm not going to pull up a whole bunch of receipts because I have some opportunities. I think that it is really a disservice to yourself for you to not take an opportunity that can actually help yourself. And I'm just going to say it real frank and real blunt. The only reason why I show up and I offer any opportunities is because God said so. Because I know that what we need to have for ourselves will take more than one person. If it didn't, I would be somewhere out of the country. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. I haven't taken no lavish vacation. I haven't even taken no vacation at all. I haven't been out here trying to buy fancy rims and all of this stuff, even though those are assets, nice assets to have. I have not been doing that. I have been leading and I have been doing what I have been saying. And I have allowed you guys to come along the journey. And because the time is so shortened, it's like I can never accomplish all of this in my lifetime and many more lifetimes to come. I can never accomplish this by myself. We're going to definitely need a tribe. We're going to definitely need a community of people. And I was talking to a sister yesterday and just venting to her a little bit about why is it that every other race, they are coming together, they are preparing, they are planning and positioning themselves. I have no issues with the Indians, like the Pakistanis, okay? I'm just using them as an example because I'm out here on the West Coast and that's who dominating out here. They didn't came and built their own communities. They got their own hospital healthcare systems. You know, they got their own transportation systems. I mean, like they own the hospitality industry, all of the hotels, all of the hotels. They are buying up all of the rental properties. It's like they didn't came out here and they didn't took over. Okay, the Chinese too. I ain't mad at them, but I mean it's reality. They done came over here and dominated. You want to know domination? What domination looks like? They done came and dominated. Where you grew up, you was the majority, and now you are the minority. Even the Caucasian people are the minority. It's like never in my life would I ever thought something of such. I would never have. But we the only ones that cannot come together for a greater purpose. Okay, put all your pride, dislike, disunity, whatever to the side to make sure that we got something that's going to sustain us. That's something I have been preaching since I sat down here, and I ain't gonna let up. And I'm not gonna let up because that is what is going to preserve us, and that only. There is nothing today that has changed from back then, way back in the Bible, biblical days, before we were even thought of. Whenever God did something, he would raise up one to call to many, and all of them had to do it together. It was a nation, okay? It was a tribe. It was a multitude of people. And it's the same thing today. So I come by here to offer opportunities. I know it can be done. Let me show you how to do it. And then you go do it. And the more people we get, and we don't have to have 1 million people, okay? We don't even have to have 1,000. 1,000 would be great. Oh, we would straight up dominate. 1,000 would be great. But because I know, okay, it doesn't take more than 100 of us. 100 of us, we all go get $1 million. I know where to go get it from. I see my cousins out here struggling and like, man, I ain't got this and I ain't got that. That's painful because I'm like, it's available to you. What is wrong with you? It's available to you. If it costs me $97 to get my credit together, then so be it. I'm going to sacrifice that $97. Why? Because when my credit is together, I can turn around and what I put in to get my credit fixed, I can get that times 1,000 rapidly. With all this AI and all of this stuff, it does not even take long to fix your credit anymore. You ain't got to write nothing. You don't even got to leave your house and send nothing. To heck with either just, oh, my credit's going to stay where it's at is bad. And to heck with paying somebody else literally to do it when you can learn to do it yourself. It's your credit. And you have AI help you dispute the items on your credit profile. And then according to law, things start getting removed and your score improves. Now you can go. I'm telling y'all, please hear me from my heart. Please hear me from the mountaintop. I promise you, we have been lied to so bad to make us think that we should be out here working for money. Money ain't nothing but a daggone resource. That's it. It's a method by which we pay for services rendered. It's a note. It's paper. It is nothing. If anybody would have told us the power of credit, oh my goodness, you would live a different life. You would live a different life. Ask me how I know. I went from the ghetto, welfare, Section 8, food stamp, EBT, Medi-Cal, you name it. And for years, God kept telling me, fix your credit. Kept asking him, when God, I'm spending years crying out to God. Wasting time, literally. Because he kept answering me, fix your credit. Fix your credit. I'm looking for this deep answer. I'm looking for this breakthrough, this gimmicks and magician stuff. Oh, you're going to bless my mailbox supernaturally. Oh, you're going to bless my bank account supernaturally. No, fix your credit. Go fix your credit. I will give you anything in the world because the world operates off of credit and leverage. Everything in the world will be yours in your domain if you got the right credit score. That's why they put it there. And I didn't know this until I suffered long and hard. I hate poverty with a passion. I hate poverty. It's a demon. It does not keep you from doing. You know how many people are depressed and mentally ill because they don't have enough money to take care of their family the way they want to. They can't stop working and be a part of their family and be a part of other endeavors. And they can't go and do as they want to. They can't help their own selves. Yet alone try to help somebody else because they are too broke. That is the answer to a lot of problems. And some people may take that and money answereth all things. That is scripture. Money is not all things, but money answers all things. Money answers all things. People like, you can't buy love with money, man. Look, it be some ugly cats. Get money and now they got the finest women on planet Earth. Look at Welvin. The one, got him. He had models and everything because he had money. To have a love for something is evil, but not to have a possession. No, you can use and trade and do commerce all day long with money because that is the currency of our generation. If it was mud, then I would say the same thing about mud, okay? If it was worms, I would say the same thing about worms. The number one thing that is holding us back from getting in a better position, I don't care if that's being just able, you know how many single mothers and single fathers there are? That is barely making ends meet. Man, this is horrible. When I tell y'all this is horrible, this is horrible. This hurts so bad. It hurts so bad to see now that I know the truth. I mean, I think this is the greatest atrocity. Like, this is evil on another level evil. But it's our fault. Because we don't even try. We just accept what it is. And we don't even try to get out of the situation. We just accept this is what it is. It's like, no, man, we are beautiful people, resilient people. God wired us that way to be self-sufficient. We have so many gifts. You don't ever know what you can do until you put in a position until you have to do the very thing that you don't think or know you can do. That's how greatness is born. If we always stuck in a cubicle at a desk, stressed out, we can never be who we are fully intended to be. I told God, I said, look, I'm just having small talk with y'all real quick. I'm just sharing with you because I feel led to exhort you and to share with you. When I tell you I love my kids down, and I'm not perfect at all. I have to go to God and be like, look, I don't want to love my kids more than you. I never will. I want you to help me because I love my kids down. You want to know why I love my kids down? Because as a young girl, walking around being actually harassed by so many different men and so many different ethnicities, he made me a little bit fuller than he made the other girls, and that caused a lot of attention, and I had nobody to protect me. The assaults just kept happening and happening and happening. It did not matter. From a young age, from a young girl. And so I asked God, I said, God, I want to know what love feels like. Could you please give me children? I was 12 years old, 12, asking God for children. And he gave them to me. I said, I promise you I will protect them. That's my covenant. If you give me children, I promise you to protect them. I was pregnant at 16 by being raped. Most people don't know. My 5 oldest children, they're a product of being raped. I did not care. I wanted children, and I kept my children, and I loved them down. I love my kids real bad. Okay, they don't come first, and he has had to teach me along the way. I'm not too proud to say that. But I said that to say this. I told God, look, I will do anything and everything you want me to do. Just please, please don't let nothing happen to my children. Please don't let it happen to my children. I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to live. I wouldn't be able to make it. I wouldn't be able to. I done lost 2 children. And that don't say that this thing ain't heavy. This thing is heavy. It is by his whole grace. Do you understand me? I don't even know how I'm doing it. But you can never say that you can't do something until you put in a position. And that is where your greatest potential is birthed. Because every day I look back and I'm like, dang, it's 2 years. I don't even know how I myself is still standing. I don't even know how I'm still clothed in my right mind. That was supposed to take my mind. That was supposed to take my mind out. I was supposed to be in a mental hospital times 2. I was supposed to be gone. I was supposed to be on some type of meds. I was supposed to be on some type of bottle, but I'm not. And how is this possible? How is this even possible? But it birthed something. When you ain't got nothing and you down, that's why I say when you really didn't hit rock bottom, that's when you'll be ready. That's when you'll be ready. That's why I tell people all the time, I'm not for everybody, but I'm for somebody. And I'm specifically for that somebody said, look, I cannot keep doing this. I cannot keep living like this. I know that my life is way much more than what I'm living. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes. It took for me to lose my child, for me to be ready. And I don't want nobody to feel that, Lord have mercy. It took for me to lose my child, for me to go read and research. It took for me to go study, to really be like, oh, okay, wow. All these people, what? When I found out that what they gave my son was actually black box, meaning that it wasn't even supposed to be like on the shelves at all. It was black box because it had did to 13 other children in the UK or in Canada what it did to my child, which was take him out, destroyed his heart. They took that off the shelf because it was banned in all other countries except the United States. And so they took it off the shelf, changed the name, put it back on the market under another name, and put it out there on the shelves. And that cost me my kid. It cost me my child. And when I learned that the very people that we supposed to trust and the very people that we supposed to believe got our best interests really don't have our best interests. That birthed another level in me. Like, it just birthed another level in me. You don't get to do that. You don't get to play with people like that. Okay? So my message have always been the same, will always be the same, because I felt the pain that you shouldn't have to feel. And everything that is happening right now is being done on purpose, intentionally. And I'm not telling you that you can save your life, because I can't save my own. Whoever thinks that is a fool. You didn't give yourself life, so you can't save yourself. But what you can do is you can prepare and you can do your part. Okay? You do what you're supposed to do in the natural, and God will do what he's supposed to do with the super. So then you'll have some supernatural. Okay? His word says that we are to prepare. His very word says that we are to prepare, that a fool will see calamity coming and don't hide it himself. But a wise man will see calamity coming and hide it himself. He preserves himself. Noah was told to preserve mankind by his family and animals simply to build an ark. Joseph was told to preserve Israel simply by buying up all of the wheat. Okay? Noah was told to preserve a whole entire generation if he left his family and got away from his kindred men. This is the same God of yesterday that is the same God of today, and he is the same God of forevermore. And when I tell you, because I can't say this enough, I don't care what you say, okay? I don't care what anybody say. You can't convince me otherwise that God is not. We're not even going to go there. You cannot convince me that God don't speak to me. You cannot convince me that God didn't say we need to prepare and give me the exact strategies and give us the exact strategies, the secrets that have been withheld from us for so long, and we do nothing with it. That is absolutely unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable that all the signs are there. The stock market is crashing. The oil industry is on fire as we speak. So you can prepare and expect to have $10, $12 gas. You can, and then who can afford that with a minimum wage? Who can afford life with a minimum wage? We can't even afford an extra $5, an extra $40 right now in 2026. So the issue to that problem would be we need more money. Hello, somebody. Am I right or wrong? If money is the issue because we get so minimum, and then everything around us is maximized, inflated, hyperinflated, okay? It takes more dollars to make a dollar. That's all inflation really is. What would normally cost $1 now costs $5. Same quantity, same quality, same size, same, packaging, nothing different. But what used to cost $1 now costs you $5. That is called hyperinflation. And just to let us all in on some insight, this whole Iranian situation It's not going away no time soon. I just want to say this before I start sharing the opportunities. I want all of my cousins, because preparation is not just physical or material. Preparation is spiritual, it's emotional, it's psychological, it's all of the above. Be very aware where you go. That's all I'm asking you. If you don't pray, start praying. If you do pray, pray more and obey what you are told. Don't go into certain places if you are not led to go there. Don't get on certain things if you are not led. Okay. Don't fight against certain things. You know how sometimes we book stuff and stuff just don't turn out. Okay. It may not be for you to go at that time. Don't take it as, oh man, I missed my plane. This didn't happen the way it's. You never know why it did not. Just throw your hands up. Thank God. Whisper it inwardly. Thank you, God. We are on high alert, y'all. And I'm just going to tell y'all what I feel, okay? I'm not saying the Holy Spirit told me this, but I know that I know. These people yeah, we can be, cautious of the sleeper cells and cautious of the bombs. There was just a bomb on an airplane. There was just a bunch of people stabbed on a freeway. There was just a bunch of people shot, okay, in a nightclub. There was just several people shot where we out here at, in a medical facility, okay, a doctor's office. So yeah, be vigilant of those type of activities. But the greatest threat that I believe they're going to attack us with is some type of cyber attack. It will collapse the whole system in a second. If the grid goes down and there is no power, we can't power boats, we can't power planes. We ain't even talk about the internet. We ain't even talk about cell phones, banking systems, everything that relies on all of this digital stuff that they done created for themselves. It will cripple this economy in 1 second. And that's the final blow that the enemy is after. It ain't so much about fighting a war. War will be long, drawn out, years, it'll take a long time. They just want to get rid of their problem, and they become the world dominant leaders, which they are bloodthirsty for. Okay, America's been the top dog for 250 years. So they will attack the infrastructure. If it's not the grid, it's definitely going to be the waterways. We've already been alerted by, the Pentagon. We've been alerted by the FBI. We got too many foreign people here that don't like us. Nothing wrong with the foreigners, but you will be a fool to let in your enemy. You just open up your front door for your enemy to come in. And you don't know. They're not vetted. You don't know. Okay? Then you got sanctuary cities and states that will allow them to come in, get driver's license, mix into mainstream society, go get corporate jobs, get into the White House, marry their relatives and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Commit fraud, send money from over here back to where they from, the whole 9 yards. You will allow this to happen. And so we are not safe. I'm not telling you we are not safe. They are also telling you. Bars, movie theaters, restaurants, just be vigilant and pray before you go to any public place or space. That ain't gonna do nothing but save your life. Okay, that may add some time. You might not end up in a premature situation. That's the best advice I can give us all. We all need to be prayed up about where we're going to, where we're traveling to. Why? Because this nation is on high alert. New York City, these big cities, it tells you the first city to go down. The first city to go down that's going to collapse is right here where I'm at in California. I know that to be true. I know that if I don't know nothing else. It's like literally on its last leg. This is scam capital. Scam capital. You have to see it to believe all of the atrocities that are coming from right here in California, all the fines, how they are pricing people out of here and just filled it up with illegal people. Real talk. People that's sneaking here that don't even want to come outside, sitting up in windows. I mean, it's crazy, okay? But California, New York City, all of these places that I'm naming right now is on high alert. First of all, New York City is where we make our revenue. Okay? It is like the money capital of America. That's where the stock market is at, stock exchange, Wall Street, all of this stuff is right there in New York. The Dow, all of this stuff is right there in New York. Our economic structure. And they didn't already have some stuff brewing, and there's a lot of things being locked down in New York because of this threat. I strongly feel that they're going to try to attack our infrastructure. If you hit the money, you cripple. I mean, we that's common sense. If you have a house and you got millions of dollars in the house, and me and some other people come into your house and take your millions of dollars, you have nothing. You have no means to pay your bills. You have no means to get it back. Okay. Now they coming for your property because you don't have any money. Now they coming for your vehicles because you don't have any money. Now your businesses are shuttering. Why? Because all of your money was taken. It's the same exact type of situation. If you are a prayer warrior, okay, not a warrior, someone who worries, but you a prayer warrior, you an intercessor. We need to be praying. We need to be praying. We need to be praying not just for protection, but Father, help us get prepared. Because this is being done on purpose so that they can reset this whole entire globe. This is not just an American thing. This is a global thing. Remember, 3 years, 9 months is how long they have left before they implement this digital global one world order where you're not going to be able, and I'm going to let y'all see that, okay? Because I already just feel you in the spirit. This woman's crazy. Now I'm far from crazy. Clothed in all of my right mind, okay? Ain't nothing missing. Ain't no screws loose. Ain't nothing missing, okay? Hold on. Y'all can go here and do the same thing that I'm doing. You can go to Google. It's right in your face. They don't care about telling you what they're doing. They told us in the movie. You know the movie that the Obamas made, Leave the World Behind? There was some type of attack in New York City that fried the grid. All of the electronic vehicles were no longer working. You know, go watch it if you haven't. Just type in digital identity 2030 chart. And this is the one that you want to look for. Okay. It gives you a graph over here. It makes it look real nice, but everything that will be tied to digital identity That's what we want to look at. Okay. I'm going to make this bigger if I can. Yep. Let's look at this chart. Everything here that you see will be tied to digital identity. Entities will be tied to digital identity. People will be tied to digital identity. Devices will be tied to digital identity. And things will be tied to digital identity. Let's start right at the top. Healthcare. For users to access insurance, treatment, or to monitor health devices, wearables for care providers to demonstrate their qualification. Remind me to show y'all what wearables are, okay? And why the Secretary of Health, Robert F. Kennedy, said by 2027, JFK, whatever his name is, excuse me if I butcher his name, okay, that he is the Secretary of Health. He said by 2027 or 2029, I'm going to pull that up, all of us would have to wear these things in order to get health care and track our health care. So for users to access insurance, treatment, or to monitor health devices, wearables for care providers, the doctors will have to wear these. These are devices that we wear on our skin. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I'll pass. It's a hard hell no for me. Let's go to the next one. Financial services. To be able to open up bank accounts, to carry out online financial transactions, you will have to have digital ID. I wonder what kind. Food and sustainability. For farmers and consumers to verify provenance of produce or to enhance value and traceability in supply chains. Travel and mobility. To be able to book trips, to go through border control between countries or regions, you will need digital ID. Humanitarian response, okay? To access services, to demonstrate qualifications, to work in foreign countries. E-commerce, to be able to shop, to conduct business transactions and secure payments. You're going to have a digital identity. Social platforms. See how they got Twitter? For social interactions, to access third-party services that rely on social media logins. So it ain't just being able to log into social media. It's going to be whatever platform that accesses a social media platform as a third-party service. You won't have access to that either. E-governance. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. E-governance. For citizens to be able to access and use services, file your taxes, be able to vote, or collect benefits, you will need digital identity. Why does this thing keep doing that? Hold on. Okay, let's go back up here. Telecommunications for users to own and use devices. So you can't own a cell phone or use a cell phone or a laptop, smart TV, okay? For service providers to monitor devices and data on the network. For smart cities, to monitor devices and sensor transmitting data such as energy usage, air quality, and traffic congestion. Now, I showed y'all smart city, where you can't even drive in that bad boy. And how many more are being, they just springing forth everywhere. Los Angeles is going to have one, all the major cities. A lot of this chaos is caused on purpose. Like them fires in LA last year was caused because now that whole entire place that burnt up is now what do you call it? Is now the epic center for the smart city. You burned down all the millionaire homes. Altadena ran all them black people out of Altadena that own their homes so you can build a smart city. Let me go over a couple of those with y'all, then I'm going to get off of this right here, okay? Let me show you with wearables. What's that man name? RFK. Yeah. By 2029, okay? Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has staked out a bold vision. Within 4 years, every American should be wearing a device that tracks their health. This is what this man said. All you got to do is go look it up. ABC News. RFK Jr. wants everyone to use wearables. What are they? New York Post. RFK Jr. wants every American to use wearables for their health data. They said by 2030, these things will be fully implemented. And here we see Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health, saying we will have to wear wearables, the very thing we just seen on the WEF 2030 agenda. That came from the World Economic Forum. That wasn't just no random regular photo. That led right directly to their website. Then you got Elon Musk with the Neuralink, okay? What are wearables? Let's see what are wearables. Why would we need to have these things? Wearables are electronic, internet-connected devices worn on the body. Like a smartwatch, fitness tracker, or smart clothing that collect, analyze, and transmit real-time data. They monitor health metrics, heart rate, sleep, steps, and often syncs with smartphones to provide notification, offering insights to improve wellness, productivity, and safety. Why would you have to wear a device on your body about your own health? Make this make sense. Huh? Why would they have to have this inside of your clothing? Why would they have to have this type of stuff in your clothing and stuff? What the hell is really going on? This is already being sold. You can already buy this. I started telling my cousins about this 2 to 3 years ago. When I tell you that these people want to play God, it don't matter if you believe in God or not. They do. And this is spiritual. You don't got to believe in God. You don't got to believe in his son. You don't got to. They do. Okay? They want to be God. Okay. Look, we'll just bring people back to life. Elon Musk has not stated that his brain chip company, Neuralink, will bring people back to life in the sense of resurrecting the dead. Instead, he said it. Okay? They just want to butter it up. Instead, Musk claims that technology is designed to restore functionality to paralyzed individuals, treat neurological diseases like Alzheimer and Parkinson, and eventually enable human AI merging to prevent humanity from being left behind, meaning they will not die. That's what he said. This stuff has been around for a long time. We are so behind. We are so behind. Okay? I want to show you the date. Human sleeves. I want to show you the date. They came out with these human sleeves. Okay? Right here, 2018. They had this big old convention selling them in 2018. Okay? 2018, they came out with them. I was sounding the alarm way back in 2018 about these human sleeves that you can literally just plug plug up in the back of all of this sick stuff. Okay, I want y'all to go do y'all research. I just always got receipts to show you. I'm just always gonna bring you receipts and tell you to go fact check me, please. Okay, don't take nothing that I say without fact checking me. One thing that I know for sure, and two things that I know for certain, and I'm not the only one that know this. Other people know this. Okay, this great way that we have been accustomed to living is coming to an abrupt end soon. And God loves us all so very much. Whether we love him back doesn't matter. He loves us all so very much that he does not want us to perish. He said, I will provide a way of escape. If we all got serious and we start doing the things that God is telling us to do, because he know we don't have a whole lot of time. We don't got time to go and work and try to wait on another 40 years before we can actually accumulate something. We won't even make it the next 2 to 3 years with this inflation being the way that it is. It is crashing the housing market. It is crashing the credit card, market. It is crashing the cars, the leased vehicle market. It is crashing. And it's being done intentionally because they got to reset its entire system. So before they actually reset it, now would be the greatest time to go get all that you can. And I mean all that you can. Go get all that you can. And take that and turn it into hard assets. I'm not saying go get all money, because if you go accumulate 500,000 and it ain't no good, what good is that going to do you? No. But if you go get $500,000 and you go put that $500,000 into some property, okay? I don't care which way the currency rolls, people going to always need real estate. And that means I'm always be in a good position. Me and mine. People gonna always need food. If I got land, I can grow food. People gonna always need food, so I'm gonna always be in a good position. Okay? People gonna always need access to capital. I don't care what form of currency they want to put it in. People gonna always need, okay, access to capital. It's just what our nation runs off of. As long as I know how to help people find it, I'll never ever have them type of problems. Right now, it's not even about, what word am I looking for? Right now, it's not about like pampering yourself. Right now, it's just about preparation, not for today. Today have enough worries of its own. I'm talking about for tomorrow. I'm talking about for down the line. What you do right now will affect what you will have down the line. If you do nothing, please don't expect nothing. While you have the opportunity right now is the time for you to start preparing for then. Okay? Use your 9 to 5 or use whatever you get to take care of today, to take care of the now, to take care of the present. But what you build is supposed to be for later on down the road. And God wants to prepare us to preserve us. When he tell you to do something now, it is not for today. When he told Noah to build the ark, it was not, hey, build that ark and get on it right away. No. Noah built that ark for 15 plus years. 30 years. By the time 30 years, they laughed and joked. You a fool. You've been saying that for 30 years. up until the first drop of rain came on down. It wasn't for when he was told to do it. It was for when it was time to go down. Everything went down around him except him. And there's going to be a lot of people that go down around you. But God is saying now, do something now that will preserve you from going down with him. And more than likely, the people that are attracted to this channel are pioneers. Pioneers are people that pave a new path for their generation. Some people like to call themselves the black sheep. You're not no black sheep. You were chosen to be born into that family, to have those dysfunctional family members, okay? To have the disunity, to be separated, isolated, for nobody to believe in you and your family, think you cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. You were chosen for that, but you were also chosen to preserve them. And God wanted to give it to you. He didn't call nobody else in your family. That's why it behooves me when we try to go to our family who have never been called to do what we have been called to do, or maybe they were called and said, no, thank you. God don't talk to them the same way he's talking to you, because he's telling you. So we don't go to those people and be like, oh, you think I should do this? For what? They're going to tell you based off of their limited belief. God didn't give them that big vision. Oh, you think I should be listening to? They mindset not even there. They can't even hear or see what's happening around them. How you think they're going to discern or hear, whatever depths you on or wherever caliber you on? How you think they're going to understand and comprehend that? You will have to be the one in your family to do it first. Most of the time, that's how you get your family to get some momentum. You have to do it by yourself, and you have to do it first. But you've been called to do it. Who knows if another generation, 2 generations, 3 generations will ever have the opportunities that we have right now. I know it took me almost a year plus. Once I got results in my first 45 days of getting my credit together, it took me like a year plus of just maintaining my credit and making sure I'm checking it and making sure I'm disputing anything, settling it. It took me a year and a half of straight up dedication and discipline. It don't even take that now. I mean, everything is accelerated. It don't even take that now. You can pick up the phone and call and say, hey, this is being reported inaccurate on my report. This is fraudulent to be reported on here. It does not pertain to me, and have hard inquiries and stuff like that removed within hours. You used to couldn't do that. You had to dance with the credit system backwards and forth. You can now use Supreme Court law and consumer law to challenge things like late payments. You did not send me a notice in the mail 30 days in advance before you reported that to my credit report. This is illegal, and I'm just calling you out on it to let you know if you don't remove that, I will take you to court and win, because clearly here's a violation. And matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and tell your boss, the CFPB, who monitors these complaints, in case I got to sue them too. I'm leaving a paper trail. Before you know it, your whole entire credit is cleaned up. Once your credit is cleaned up, when I tell you I have over 700 banks that will give you so much money you ain't never seen before. And why do I want you to have so much money? So we can take back territory. Why is people coming over here to this country and buying up so much territory? We will be under their control, and I refuse to do that. I'd rather have my own. I'm not going under the control of the government. I'm not going under the control of the Chinese regime. I'm not going under the control of jihad and Sharia law. The devil is a liar. I'm not going under none of that at all. And I'm just looking for some of my cousins who want to go. I've already made the ultimate sacrifice by paying these people hundreds of thousands of dollars to obtain the information so I can bring it back to y'all for a drop in the bucket. I've been hooking y'all up all the last 3 years, literally, with cousin love, cousin discounts. No, it's time to go. It is time to go. And what so saddens me the most, and this is why I brought this up earlier. I had a conversation, and it's the other people that's ready for this information. I'm telling you, they hungry for it. They be like, "Oh, that's all you gonna charge? You done already gave them like a $20,000 price. Oh, that's it? Oh, yes. Okay, I'll wire that to me." Should I say that on here? Um, it's like y'all been doing this and doing this for a long time. So I know y'all got a lot. Can we have some now? Can we just have some now? They're eagerly hungry and gloating, gloating that they're well prepared. Sometimes it's intolerable because it's like, this is so sad. They're literally just sitting back with their popcorn watching everything unfold because they're like, yeah, we've been doing this. We've been prepared for it. And then I look at my people who are not prepared. And it's like, how can I leave them behind? How could I not let them know this information? How could I not put them up on this type of game? Regardless if I'm going to face backlash over here for giving up the game. The game is to be sold, not told. It's the way they think about it. It's the way they look. They really ain't keeping nothing from you. If your money is right, then you can have access to the information. But if your money is not right, then you can't. That's what makes it secret. If you can afford to know, yeah, you can afford to know. They have circles and networking groups. If you don't log in and show them $1 million live, you can't even be a part of the group. There's groups that you will never be able to go and find and research unless somebody told you, yeah, that's Dave such and such group. And when I tell you, like, they on point with the unity, they on point with the togetherness, they on point with building stuff, like, it's sad. It breaks my heart, y'all. But I also know that I got to leave y'all alone. Nobody can force us to want something. Nobody can. I can't care more for you than you. I just can't. And I get that. Okay. I do. But one thing that I do know is that I will take you by your hand and I will show you everything you need to know to change your life, not just financially, change you and your family's life. I have the keys. Okay. I've been granted access and I keep it short and sweet and cute, a couple of you, literally, because that's what I was able to maintain dealing with everything else that I was dealing with. I don't want to leave anybody behind. If you are assigned to go with me, then here's your opportunity. But I will not force you because God is not forceful. And whatever he wants built, it don't matter if it's with the jackals, it's going to get built. It's just heartbreaking to see that God wants his people to have access to something that they don't want access to. That's the hard part. Seeing it through those lenses, that you don't even gotta suffer like this. You don't even gotta suffer like this. If you would just come over here and learn this. I can't put everything out here for the free 99 on the internet. There's secrets that cannot be just told out here. There's not. So I invite you into my personal spaces. I invite you into my mentorships. I put it in low ticket products. I offer, hey, here's how to do this step by step. Just go run the play. Just go run the play. I know exactly what's going to get you where you need to be gotten to. Okay. Even if you got to start right here with this bag right here first, just go run the play. I know exactly how. That's just like I know how to close on a house in 30 days. Why? Because I had to go through the process. Now that I didn't went through the process, I can help people buy it and close on a home in 30 days or less. I know exactly what they're going to be looking for. I know exactly what you need to do. Why? Because I didn't went through it. Everything that I'm telling y'all that I didn't offer to y'all, I'm telling you right now, I've done it. And not only have I done it, I have sent others to do it. So we get extra receipts. We get heavy on the receipts. That way you are without excuse. Say, well, I don't know. Well, no. I didn't show you too many receipts. First of all, I didn't show you mine, and I didn't show you all these other people doing it. Now, what is your excuse? Because at this point, your excuse is useless. Simple as that, okay? I want to go over. Let me make sure I sent myself. Let me make sure I sent myself this. Oh, I did. All right. I've been telling y'all about this SBA play, and when I say I'm not going to bother y'all with this no more, I'm really not. I'm really not. I don't care what I see coming. I'm really not going to bother y'all with this right now. Okay? After this, I'm not going to bother you with this because clearly you don't want to be in a different position financially. If I tell you I got a play where you can go get you some money without a credit check, the very thing that holds us back, and then it's already done for you step by step. If you want to go do it yourself, it's already laid out for you. You don't do nothing different than what the steps tell you to do. That's it. And you don't want to take advantage of that. You would rather keep wearing yourself out trying to figure it out. Okay. I can't do nothing with that. If you like it, I have to love it. Okay? I've been telling y'all, you can go get 250,000. You can go get $1 million with a 540 credit score. 540. If you ain't got a 540, we can get you there real quick. Boost your score, add you some trade lines. Boom, you can get access to $250,000, $1 million, 120,000. Shout out to my client who just got $120,000 back from the government, and then now we finna take that $120,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, go buy 5 DSCR properties. Those are duplexes, triplexes, okay? Those are the 4 homes. They can be 5 to 20 units. All you gotta do is put $20,000 down. Go do that 5 times. They still got $20,000 left over. They got some bills, or they want to, eat off of that for a minute. So be it. Now they got 5 units, bringing them in $1,600 to $2,000 every single month, and it's multiples of them. So within the first 90 days, the $100,000 is made back. You pay them off. Thank you for the 120. Now you in profit mode. You got 5 properties to go pull equity out of. You don't even got to pull out all of the equity. You could literally say, I only want to do a cash out financing. Let me get 30,000 out. You got 5 properties, go take $30,000 out. It's $150,000. Now you got the same money to go rinse, wash, and repeat. Go get you 5 more. All this could be done in 30 to 90 days. You can go from where you are now to literally being a landlord 30 to 90 days. Your whole life has changed. Now your children, your grandchildren, or whoever else, your parents, whoever you take care of, whoever is assigned to you, now you have given them a sense of security or a sense of peace that, hey, we ain't got to worry about, how we're going to pay our bills. We ain't got to worry about where we're going to live. We got property. Excuse me. We got property. We got passive income. Now we got time to go teach them how to go get them 5 properties. And go teach my mama how to go get her 5 properties. Now we just got properties galore. We got properties everywhere. We got passive income. We done preserved ourselves. We ain't relying upon no government. We ain't relying upon no system. We created our own ecosystem that will feed us and house us. So I'm going to leave y'all alone. I stay coming with receipts so that you won't be able to be like, well, I don't know if that worked. It worked. If you want the $10,000 play, where you don't got to have no credit ran, okay? You ain't got to have no business income and none of that coming in. You just need to know how to fill out the application. The day that you got to fill out the application, what you're going to put on the application, what box you're going to check when they ask you this question. You just need to play. And you can get that play for $47 today. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat. Would you exchange $47 for $10,000? Yes or yes? If you would, put a 1 in the chat. 2, I have a $75,000 play. You can get up to $75,000. They may give you $30,000. They may give you $50,000. We have 2 clients that have gotten approved for $50,000. Okay, you can literally take their money and pay them back. First of all, at least a year or 2. At least a year or 2. If the payment on this was $1,000 a month, it's $12,000 for a year. Let me go put that in an account where automatic payments is connected to it, and every month, like clockwork, no late payments. I ain't got to worry about none of that. It's being taken out and credited to my account. If I want to do 2 years and I know I'm going to have to take $24,000 out, still going to leave me with a nice bag. Still going to leave me with $96,000. But now I done paid 2 years in advance off of the money you gave me. This y'all money. This is not my money. I don't have to come out my pocket for anything. $75,000 play is the same. No credit check, no proof of income for your business, none of that. Okay? Will you obtaining all of this money affect your Section 8, affect your Social Security? This is business income. 2 total separate entities. If you made this and spent all this on yourself, then you might, you know what I'm saying, need to get you a CPA. But if you borrow this money, it's not earned, can't be taxed, and then you went and invested it in some real estate, land, apartment complex, single family house, doesn't matter. That's another big tax write-off. Okay, then you go buy a vehicle with a vehicle gross weight of 10,000, a G-Wagon. That's tax deduction. Then you pay into your education. That's another tax deduction. At the end of the day, you really didn't make nothing. That $120,000 went out to this, to that, to that. Now I'm at a zero balance. I paid my children $15,000 because I can pay tax free without them being taxed, without me being taxed. I could pay my children. You got 5 children and $15,000. Do the math. Yeah. So now you wipe away the debt. Or you wipe away what you brought in by, adding, hey, I had this expense and that expense. So I brought that much in, but this is how much went out. And I was left with nothing. It's how you live a tax-free life, okay? Get the money and do something important with it. If you want a $75,000 play, you can get that for $97, okay? I only got 2 more opportunities for y'all. Let me see if I want to go over these other ones. Let me see if I want to go over these other ones. I might run through them. While I'm doing that, I want to make this public service announcement as well. If you ask me to hold you a spot and you don't come through in the time allocated, you don't have a spot. Okay? And don't play them type of games. It's first come, first serve. For some, I will say, okay, I'll hold you a spot. But the moment, or the date, time, location, whatever was agreed upon, I'm not going to call you. That's the one thing I'm not going to do. I don't have to remind you to be invested into your future, okay? And that's not just financially. It's time management. If you are bold enough to waste my time, then I'm bold enough to not to work with you at all, okay? Time is something we can't get back. So I just wanted to put that out there as a PSA. People hit you up all the time. Hey, could you hold it? And then I didn't turn down another client because I'm holding you a spot. Now, I think I will go through these real quick, okay? Government contracting. You want to go get your money back? That's why I'm gonna just share with y'all on the screen, okay? I'm gonna leave this up because I'm not doing all these multiple mentorships. But I'm gonna say this right here. I have a one-on-one mentorship, okay? I have 2 spots available for a one-on-one mentorship where I will help you structure out your business, build a business if you don't have one, build multiple ones, okay? Help you with adding trade lines to your business structure so that we can go and get a 200,000 plus bag as fast as them trade lines hit your credit, okay? It normally takes about 30 days. 30 days for them to report. But we add those trade lines and then we go run up a bag. Okay? Then the other LLCs that we created, we're going to go rinse, wash, and repeat. These are businesses that you can actually operate, meaning you're the face behind the business, or these are businesses that you can actually automate, meaning that you set it up and now it just makes money forever for you without you having to go and keep on saying, hey, look, I want this, whoop de whoop. It does everything for you, automated. Okay, then we go get you funded and we help you, you know, at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own funding. But we do give you, um, frameworks and different things that you can actually go do to make that money make you more money. You got one time for me to help you get money, and then you get stuck. I won't help you get no more money. If you okay, are you gonna help me get money so I can go do me? No, go do you with what you just got, but that'll be the end of what you get. You have a free will to do whatever you want. But I'm not giving you access to get money for you to go splurge or for you to be like, oh no, this is it. This is how far we go. No, there's so much more. There's so much more. And I don't want to work with people like that. I don't want to be connected to people like that. If God can use us collectively, he can use us at all. Because none of this is about us. None of this. If he give you access to divine resources, that ain't about you. Can you benefit from those personally? Absolutely. But there's a bigger picture. If God give you access to a whole bunch of thousands of dollars that you didn't have, the first thing you think about is, oh yeah, this is it. I'm cool right here. Okay. Got me what I need. Now you get your what you need right on up over there because you ain't gonna get no more. You ain't gonna get no more. I can't roll with people like that. I just can't. If you're not ready to scale it up and invest it to make you wealthy and not just, rich in substance or rich in currency or whatever you want to call it, paper money rich, then yeah, we rolling. I can't roll with you. I can care less. We are trying to dump as much cash as we can. I can care less about that stuff. Can we have fun while we build it? Absolutely. 100%. But we are building. That is the focus. Okay. So I have 2 spots where I will take you on your journey. Okay. From start all the way up to scale for 12 months. Help you structure your business, help you set it up properly, register your business so you can get the maximum from your business. I believe everybody that has a birth certificate and a social security card should have an LLC and an EIN. Different type of ball games. Different type of ball games when I tell you. Okay? Game changers. You go from a public entity to a private entity. And you have a lot of advantages as such. I would recommend everybody that got a birth certificate to have an LLC, and everybody that got a social security card to have an EIN. Your life will never be the same. That's what I will say. And then I'll just keep it moving from there, okay? Inside of the mentorship, you will get access to all of this government contracts because everything I do all points back to government contracts. I want my stuff back. I want my reparations back. I want everything that you taken from us for all over all of these years. I just want it back. And what greater way to go get it back than go to the government and get it through government contracts? What better way? Woo! What better way? Y'all paying $1 million for temporary housing? Okay. I just showed y'all a contract for $349,000. $349 million. Excuse me. Let me put some respect on that. $1 million for 1 year of allowing the government to rent out some rental property for temporary stay to house their people that they needed to house them. For $349 million, you can have the house. Now, why would the government pay me $349 million when they can just go buy a house? Because they don't go out and buy the house. They don't go buy the supplies. They will pay you very, very, very well to go do it for them. or find the people that can do it for them and get the job done. That's all they care about. Okay. Can you go book our hotels for our next Navy event? We need 5 2 bedrooms with 2 beds in it. We need 1 or 2 suites. We need 1 single room, okay, a single bed. They'll tell you exactly what they need. You just go get it. They pay you really, really well, okay? So you get government contracts and all that stuff. Because I'm not doing all these mentorships, excuse me. Then I'm just going to tell you what all you get inside of the one-on-one or either the 12 months to $1 million. Okay, the 12 months to $1 million is a small group of 5. This is where you make connections and you get to collaborate, network with others that are like-minded. They're doing the same thing. You don't feel like you're, by yourself. This is a small group that I'm going to take in 12 months to $1 million. Okay. This is not that. This is more one-on-one with me and you. Okay. But you get access to all of these different programs, which is government contract. Don't matter if you have experience or not. Show you how to be a sub or a prime on a contract. Show you how to go after purchase orders so you never have to bid. Show you how to go to non-bid contracts so you never have to bid. Okay. Find contracts that others don't know about. You get access to system and softwares. You can turn these contracts into predictable income. Some of these contracts are 10 years long. So at least for the next 10 years, we're good to go. Every month I'm going to get a check equaling $198,000 for the next 5 years off this $350 million contract. Okay. We turn it into predictable income. We know. We know. We ain't get no paycheck. We getting a payout. Okay? Those are 2 separate things. A paycheck is for employees. A payout is for employers. So you get access to the government contracts. And it's me, honestly, instead of buying each one individually, you get access to all of them, okay? To each of them. Get access to automations, working with AI, let it work smarter for you, funnels, your website, all of that creation, selling you a low ticket product, $10, $7, having money coming in that way, at least generating $10,000 from just display every single month. Okay. You also get that. Book bestseller in stages if you got a book, and that's the route you want to go on first. Let us go ahead and write the book. Let us go ahead and publish the book. Let us go ahead and start creating and setting up interviews, podcasts, TV station, interview segments. You can actually book your own stage, be invited to stages. You can turn around, sell this back to the government because all things point back to the government. They pay really, really lucrative if you are author. Lots of money come into their corporate settings, teach their people, share your story with their people, encourage, motivate. It don't matter, okay? You have access to a bigger platform with another type of, caliber of people than you've been accustomed to. So you get that as well, okay? You do not get that. You get funding opportunity, that's for sure. We turn it off. You do definitely get funding opportunities. That is the heartbeat. We're going to go ahead and get you a big bag, okay? And then we're going to show you how to keep on getting that big bag over and over and over again so that you can take the resources and convert them, okay? Now that I have, and there's a whole other plethora of things that's inside of the family of Millionaires to 5. Okay, from 12 to a million. 12 months to a million. 12 months to a million. I don't know why I said from 12 to a million, but 12 months to a million. You get a nonprofit organization created for you. You get that bad boy funded $100,000. Buy property in your nonprofit. Okay, you get you on a personal level. We also go ahead and get you funded. When I say personal, it's LLC. Okay, we get that bad boy funded $100,000. So we fund you first, teach you how to become a funding company. If you want to automate the whole entire process, you never show your face, camera shy, you don't want nobody to know who you are, we got you covered. Okay. You also get access to come in person to a VIP 2-day, whether that's going to be in Miami or it's going to be in Dallas, Texas. If it's in Texas, you're going to get access to some Lakeland. We're going to go out there, let you see that. You can leave away from there owning you acres, 20 acres of land, 40 acres of land, okay? 15 acres of land, doesn't matter. So you get all of that. You get mentorship with me and the other 4 of your cousins. We're going to do multiple plays to get to multiple bags fast. I done already showed y'all here in the last week over $400,000 in funding. I said 250,000 from here, 311,000 from here. That's already 500,000. Okay, we have access to so much, and it may take you 12 months. That's dependent on you. That's not on me. It may not take you 12 months. It may take you 2 weeks. Yet again, that ain't dependent upon me. That's dependent upon you. I'm going to give you the education, the information. I'm going to give you the access, contacts. Hey, these are the banking reps because you get that as well. Okay. This is who you hit up. This is who you call. They're going to get your clients funded. Never, ever, ever have to show your face on camera. Okay. And I was holding a spot. That's why I mentioned that for a young lady who said, I want the spot, and did not reserve the spot. She didn't pay for the spot, lock the spot in. So it's first come, first serve. I'll be very transparent. When I come and sit here, it's open game if you ain't went ahead and locked in. Okay. So I have both of those are an investment of $4,997. Okay. But I think I done showed y'all so many receipts of just this week, me helping 4 individuals get $100,000 collectively. All of them got $25,000. That still ain't nowhere near what you would invest with me to show you how to pick up the phone and go get you $25,000 from here. Then while you at it, come over here and go get you another $15,000. And you know what? PenFed said they will give you $50K. Go get $50K over here. Okay, that's the way that I roll. So my number one goal is to help you get your money back first. I'm not giving this type of information to nobody who is not willing to invest in themselves. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're not ready for no $1 million. You're just not ready for the $1 million. So 101 is 4,997. We will take a year and build you out properly and take you from scratch to scale. Totally change your financial future and your family by making smarter moves. Okay, 4,997 for the 101 individual mentorship with me. Only 2 spots, and I do have 2 spots for the 12 months to $1 million. I have 2 spots left for the 12 months to $1 million. Okay, any questions for me? I'm gonna let you beautiful people go. I said that I didn't want to be here long, and I just never, ever, never. I just can't do it for whatever reason. You try to get in and out. 1 hour in and out or less, and it has to happen here. Okay, any questions for me? Instagram fam, I love y'all. I am tapping out. I'm out of here. If you are one of my tribe members that's ready to go take territory and possess the land, and go ahead and hit my DM. I will send you all the information to your DM, etc. I love you guys. I look forward to seeing you soon. As always, go in peace so you don't end up in pieces. And if you go with God, God will always 100% hands down go with you. All right, love you. All right, y'all. I'm out of here.